Harry Kane traded this for a Bundesliga, this being a mighty send-off for Son after winning Spurs their first trophy in 17 years and him leaving a club legend. He spent so many years as the crown jewel at Spurs trying to help them win something, staying year after year. But what if he had to sacrifice himself so that the club would finally win something and Son would leave a club legend and not him? A lot of people are saying that this Son miss against Ortega against Man City in 2024 is the reason they're in the position they're in. It would have been 1-1 and okay, they could have drawn, but Haaland might have still won it in the final minute. But let's just say that they drew in that instant. Arsenal actually might have won the league that season, so that would have been some kind of sliding door. But Spurs still wouldn't have got Champions League. If you're suggesting Kane should have stayed so that he could have been in that Europa League team to win their first trophy in 17 years and instead trading that for that Bundesliga title he won in his second year at Bayern, Spurs were only 2 points away from Villa. So if Kane had stayed, he definitely would have scored more goals. They would have gained more points. What, 3 points more and they would have been in the Champions League? So Kane and Son wouldn't have found themselves in last year's Europa League, and so they wouldn't have won a trophy because they would have still been in the Champions League. So Kane and Son would still be leaving the club trophyless, and people would be wishing them their farewells after leaving the club, but still asking, what could have been. We've seen this sliding door a lot recently, and I think the other way around, we saw McTominay go to Napoli and become their MVP and win the league. I personally think Bruno Fernandes is stopping United from making that next step. I think he has to do that ultimate sacrifice, sacrificing that jewel like they did with Kane for them to make that next step for them. But to say Kane shouldn't have left Spurs would mean that everybody would still be trophyless.